but at least I got her on the phone. I asked about a chance of her loving me again. Yes, I asked about the chance of her loving me again. She said she never stopped loving me, and she was coming on the train. I asked her, can you believe it's true? Can you believe?
Hi. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I have finally made it back. Welcome to the new studio, which has been a massive headache. How do I sound? Is it possible that my first live stream in the new studio is going to have no technical issues? Probably not. But anyway, I really have no clue what I'm going to be talking about, because obviously we would generally talk about the videos I've made in the last week. But I haven't made a video now for 3 weeks. I sound fine. I thought you said there was no sound then. I started to panic. So how did you enjoy the guest creators? Good evening, Crafty Keeler. How are you? Cheeky Monkey, thank you very much. Alvaro Carboni, no hats in sight. No, I know. I don't think I'm going to be putting the hats on the wall in the studio. Thank you for handling the spammer as well, Neil K. Much appreciated. Good evening, Dan Hetfield. How the hell are you, pal? Nice to see you. Fred Bailey, good evening. There is sound. Stop winding me up. Good evening, Mr. B. Danny, happy you made it back and glad your move down the street has been successful. It's far from finished, mate. It was an absolute ball ache. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And obviously the builders told me the studio would take about 10 days and it ended up taking 3 weeks. You know how it goes. These things just have a habit of not going the right way. So what have I missed? Come on, fill me in. I really have not been spending much time online at all. I've been posting the odd picture just to keep everybody up to date with what's going on with the studio build and everything, but I've not really been keeping an eye on YouTube to the point where tomorrow's a recording day and I've got no video in mind to to make. There's nothing, nothing's jumping out at me, so to speak. So come on, you lot. What's going on? Is there anything I should be aware of? Is there anything disastrous going on within our very own community? I missed Sweet FA. That doesn't really surprise me, if I'm being honest, Keeler. I would have been more shocked if anything exciting had been going on. Karen's complaining about being magnetic. Yes, rock pain, I did survive, kind of. Yeah, your son's male Karen video was hilarious, says the mighty one. Yeah, that guy is, he owns the biggest used car dealership in, I believe it's in Wales. And many, many years ago, before he owned it, I actually worked there selling cars when I still looked respectable, obviously. But yeah, he's very quickly found out that you can't always throw money at a problem to fix it. Good evening, Mr. 42. Welcome to the Blinder Gang, Mosh. And thank you for becoming a channel member. Much appreciated. Hovin just lost his court case. Yeah, no, I actually saw that yesterday. Thank you to Tani A for becoming a Patreon supporter. Very kind of you. Yeah, I saw that Kent Hovin lost his court case. What an absolute shocker.
Welcome to the Blinder Gang, Mush.
On what planet did he think that it was going to go any other way, hang on a sec, than him losing. What did the video I watched, what did the judge say? It was frivolous and ridiculous. Well, I concur. Trying to sue the US government for just over $500 million. Which way did he think it was going to go? Coco, you freak, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I've never, well, I shouldn't say never, but thank you, Lightfoot. Nice to be back. How can somebody be that delusional that they think any respectable judge is going to give any credibility to a ridiculous claim like that? Went to jail for tax evasion, basically, and then tries to sue the US government for wrongful imprisonment at a ridiculously high rate. I mean, I knew he was an idiot, but I didn't think he was that much of an idiot. Yes, Keela, my ankle biter is running around the new studio, and if she takes a crap in here, it'll be the last time she ever comes in here with me, because she's being a bit naughty since...
Super chat. Thank you.
Ooh, super chat, thank you. Arctic Hayes, some Polish knockers. I missed the only accent-free YouTube channel. Well, yeah, obviously. Let me just make an adjustment. Let me just make an adjustment. There we are. Need to get rid of that. I forgot I'd altered that setting. Christopher Shapley, DVM CVA in the house. Everybody's favorite American veterinarian. Chris, why is Coco being an absolute pain in the buttocks since we've moved? She is driving me insane. And she is driving Mrs. Blinder insane. She's driving everybody that comes to the house insane. She suddenly thinks that we all need protecting from everybody that isn't one of us. Ooh, super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Shapley. Dr. Shapley. Good evening, world of Mr. Grey. How are you, pal? Yeah, but anyway, Kent Hovind losing his court case kind of didn't come as that much of a surprise. Good evening, Mr. Andrat. How the devil are you? So, I noticed that there's a new poll feature on the side chat, and I'm quite a fan of a poll. Good evening, Google moderator team. I will be sure to be on my best behavior. 100% on my best behavior. Where's that gone now? Thank you, Gay PG. I don't know why there's such a delay. Welcome back, some proper knockers. Who doesn't love proper knockers? I mean, really. Yeah, so, like I say, the space I'm working in is finished, but it's not finished. So the way it's going to work is this wall here is going to be the video background, and I've got another desk just here with a... Now I've just, and don't tell Mrs. Blinder because she'll go absolutely mental, but just before coming on this live stream, I've gone and accidentally, I didn't do it on purpose, I swear, I just accidentally bought another camera because I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I've already spent, you know, about this much getting everything set up. So I thought if I could keep this camera, hi camera, for live streaming, like so, with this sort of corner shot, and then have a different camera over there where you can't see, where the lights are and the gantry on the ceiling and the boom mic and the swanky new tripod, and put another camera on there. I've just bought a Sony A6400, which apparently is a better camera. You know, that's a very good point, Keela. I better check. I better check. I've never done a lurk register this early on. Oh, we're safe. She's not here. She did say she might jump in and watch for a while, but luckily she missed me saying that. So if she turns up, nobody snitch on me, because you know what snitches get. They get me in trouble, so please don't. Oh, what's Charlie Welsh saying? Where's that gone? What? Nathan Thompson, what? Appears to have hung it up and got a job at a weed farm. Has he really? I'll be honest with you, I've not seen much of anything from Nathan Thompson for a while. I don't know, he just started getting a little bit Nathan-y, if you know what I'm saying. The things he was, he went from being a flat earth clown. Come and say hello then, Coco. He went from being a flat earth clown to being an anti-masker, anti-vaxxer clown, and that's not the kind of clowns I like. You know, I don't mind flat earth clowns. Don't mind religious extremist clowns. I just, no. Exactly, Sut Kettle. Nathan who? I've forgotten about him already. Right, say hello, Coco, and then bugger off. Say hi. Right, go on, down you go. No crapping in this room either. Yeah, ankle biter, Keela. You're absolutely right. She is an ankle biter indeed. Oh, I'm going blurry. Oh. How does the audio sound in comparison? Hang on a second, World of Mr. Grey. Up? That's not a very Welsh thing to say. What are you doing? Next thing, you'll be giving all of us Welsh people without accents a bad name. Up? Funny enough, Chris Shapley, I've got a GoPro somewhere. I should strap it to Coco and let her run around the garden and upload it as a video. The wings on your chest, headdress, make it look like you have big pointy ears. Like a vampire. Yeah, you did go all Yorkshire on it, the World of Mr. Grey. What's going on? So does anybody have any questions? Because it's going to be very difficult to keep this live stream going until 9 o'clock when I actually have nothing to talk about. Now, I know I do suffer quite badly from verbal diarrhea, and I usually manage to keep going, but, you know, questions always fuel the fire. They always keep the live streams going. Simples. Sounded more like Hannibal Lecter than Dracula. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yeah, right. Keela, yeah, I did lose my GoPro. You're absolutely right. I'm very well remembered because that was like last year. But that wasn't a GoPro. That was somebody sent me. It was sort of a GoPro fake, if you like. And I went out for a spin on the bike with my oldest boy, and we stopped for a good evening, Audrey Rebedew. How are you? It's getting there. It's getting there. The house is lovely. The studio is fine. Well, it's not quite finished. It's almost finished. But yeah, I'm just really happy to be back on YouTube because I've missed it like you wouldn't believe. It really does take over your life. Well, it does with mine because unfortunately I tend to obsess. But anyway, don't distract me. So I went out for a spin on the bikes and we stopped to have a wee-wee in the bushes, as you do. And I was fiddling around with the settings on the camera and I put it on one of the side bags on my bike. Excuse me. And of course I went for a pee, forgot it was there. And when I got home that evening, I thought, I'll have a look at the footage off the fake GoPro. And that's when I realized that it had fallen off. So yes, I did lose my GoPro. Nice to see me back. You wondered where I'd gone. I did try to sort of keep everybody as up to date as I can. If you do want to ask me any questions, make sure you at Creaky Blinder because there's nearly 300 people watching and it makes it a little bit tricky to keep up. Thank you, Poison Toad.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Welcome back, Creaky, Kia ora, and happy Monday morning from New Zealand. You're from the future. Is it a good Monday or not that it makes much difference because New Zealand Mondays are very different to Swansea Mondays, obviously. But Point Percy at the porcelain, says Fred Bailey. There was no porcelain down, down the gower. Yeah, anyway. What has you Sparky's opinion says, what has me most excited to be back? I gotta be honest, just being back. I absolutely love what I do. I'm very lucky to be able to say that. And for some strange reason, I've managed to accumulate a following of people that seem to like this idiot. Because I'm well aware of what I am, and somehow I managed to get away with making videos criticizing other people's beliefs. Good evening, Johnny Asia. How are you, pal? Yeah, so there isn't any one thing that's got me more excited than anything else to be back. Just being back. UKPI. That's definitely a man excuse, and I love it. Claim the camera was a Father's Day gift. I like your thinking. I should have just thought of that. Did dads buy themselves Father's Day gifts? I don't know who, I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram talking about Father's Day stuff and things. But I just posted a picture that my daughter-in-law took earlier on of my dad, me, my eldest son, and my granddaughter. So 4 generations in one photo. And again, that's something else I know that I'm lucky is to still have because Mrs. Blinder's parents are both gone. NS Sherlock, sorry, Streamlabs just timed you out, probably because because you said hand something being a dick. Yeah, Streamlabs doesn't like there we are. Please refrain from using naughty words. And
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat, Captain Welshie. Welcome back, Creaky. Hope you've all settled well in the new house. We're getting there, mate. We're getting it. You know what it's like when you move. Nothing's ever as cut and dry or as straightforward as you think or hope it would be. But yeah, we are definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. So yeah, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't have seen the picture. But if you do follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen the picture. I just thought it was very cool. I just thought it was very cool indeed. 4 generations of dads. Well, no, 3 generations of dads and a granddaughter.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
From one idiot to another, good to have you back. From Ash GCG. Thanks. I think. No, I'm more than happy to admit that I can from time to time be an idiot. Shannon Marshall says, I always get a Mother's Day present from my cat. Claim the cameras from your puppy. That's the funny thing though, Shannon. She isn't a puppy. She's just really tiny. She's well over a year old. I think she just... Stop it. She's just nuts and tiny. See, Mr. Andrat is learning the struggle as well. Yeah, it's Streamlabs. I to be honest, I forgot that the filter was there. So I will be putting that right at some point. Tracy B says, Creaky Blinder was great. Your son filled in for you on one video. He's awesome. Well, yeah, no, he's all right, I suppose. Thinks he's funny. And in fairness, his opening was quite humorous. Quite humorous. No, he's a good lad. I'm very lucky. All my sons are good lads, so I got no complaints there. I just saw a question. I only do Instagram. Kids have my mother's number on speed dial. That wasn't it, because that wasn't a question. That was a statement. Fans of Flat Earth, pass on the greetings from Dr. Peel. Fanny. Hey, Creaky, glad to see you were back. I am back. And hopefully to stay. Because please don't let this have all been a waste of money. Good evening, the happy little fox, aka Benji. I didn't see you sneaking in. How are you, mate? Good kids are the results of good parents. I hope you're right there, Mr. Andrat. I like to think I did the best job and still do the best job I possibly can or could have done. But, you know, they're all, my youngest is 17, very close to becoming 18. So, you know, pretty soon all my kids will be adults. And that's when they have to start making their own decisions and making their own mistakes. But if you don't make mistakes, you never learn anything, do you? So I'm all for making a mistake. That's why I deliberately make mistakes in so many of my videos. You know, I wouldn't want to come across as, you know, completely perfect. Almost perfect is fine, but not completely perfect. That would just be good evening, Tony Jones. How are you? Somebody just asked me something. How long has your son Low Callum been doing his videos? They're really great. I think he's getting close to about a year now. Yeah, I think he's getting close to about a year now. Eric Dubay released a new Flat Earth movie. Yeah. And it was as bad as we all thought it would be. I know a couple of the other guys. I know FTFE has done it, and I think Dan has as well. I mean, they've reviewed it, but I can't think of anything worse than sitting through that length of an Eric Dubay video. You know, it would just be complete torture. Thank you very much, Carl Dierstein. Very kind of you. See, why does Keeler know things about my children that I don't? Callum crossed a year on YouTube while you were away. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I thought it was around a year, and he was absolutely chuffing like a muffin because he just became monetized as well. I had somebody yelling at me in the comments the other day how much of a genius Eric Dubay is and how much I was a YouTube shit. I know it baffles me why so many flat earth believers put so much faith and allow the things Eric Dubay says to hold so much weight for them. I really don't. I do not get it. I do not get it. So, Ash GCG, do you have a PayPal tip jar like thingy that will give you more of our donations? Yeah, it's down in the video description. I think it just says like paypal.me something Creaky Blinder or something or other. But if anybody wants to support the channel in any way, obviously I'm eternally grateful for whatever anyone does. And it's down in, everything is down in the video description. As well as, did I put the... No, I know that sponsored videos are a little bit of a touchy subject with some people, but I've just signed a 6-month contract with Surfshark, so for the next 6 months, not every video, obviously, one video a month is going to be a sponsored video, but what I'll do is the same as I did in the last sponsored video, and if YouTube changed that, obviously it's beyond my control, but in my last sponsored video, the first Surfshark video I did turn off ads, because I'm well aware that it can be annoying listening to anybody do an ad read. But you know, I thought I'd play fair and turn off the YouTube ads on. Coco, man, you freak! What are you doing now with my nads? Get up here! Come on, circumcise me then, you pleb. Yeah. So I'm yeah. Thank you, Audrey Reblu. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. Yeah, it's a weird one because with ads on YouTube, I do understand that it can be annoying because you're not there to watch ads. But, you know, I think some people get a little bit too caught up in it and forget that it's, you know, one of the main ways that content creators like me and like every other one earn a living, you know. So, you know, you have to sit through adverts on TV and they're usually a lot longer. So yeah, anyway, That's the last about that. I want to read this comment up because the name just amuses me. Where's it gone? Betty White, the vibrator slayer. I got double vax. NASA can't stop my 5G powers. Yeah, I had my second vaccine on Friday. And luckily this time it didn't make me feel unwell. I was on top form. Perfecto. Perfecto. So I'm fully jabbed up now. Highways and byways. I don't mind a couple of ads, but I don't like them in the middle though. Yeah, it's sometimes, see, I always try to do it so that there's a pre-roll, a post-roll, and sort of I do put one in the middle. But YouTube have got a habit of adding extra ones in. If you do it for a living, you have to make the buck somehow. Totally fine. Yeah, I know World of Mr. Grey, but I know that you are a fellow YouTuber, so you would tend to be more understanding about it and see the logic in it. But, you know, I just don't like upsetting people for the sake of upsetting them. But it's one of those things. You can't please everybody all the time, unfortunately. Sparky's opinion. I'll watch ads from creators I enjoy because I know it helps them out. Also, the sponsor companies can tell the impact the ad, which makes them more or less likely to contract again. Yeah, it's funny because I took the Surfshark deal. I thought, well, you know, it's not going to hurt. It's a couple of quid, and you know, it's what everybody, whatever anybody does, they're doing it to earn a living. You know, in most cases, anyway. So, you know, I spoke to them and I said, you know, so how, you know, do I get any feedback about, you know, about how well the ad does? And they said, well, you don't directly get feedback, but obviously, my sponsorship deal isn't directly with Surfshark. It's with an ad agency that I've been signed to. So it, they said they will look at how well it converts the sales, and if it converts the sales, you know, they'll get back in touch with you again. So I released the first Surfshark video, and literally 48 hours later, I got contacted by my rep from the ad agency again. And she said, Surfshark want to offer you a 6-month contract. So it's technically only 5 more videos because the first one counts as the first video in the 6 that I'm contracted to do. So obviously it was converted into sales. And whilst I know it's annoying, Surfshark's amazing. You know, it just gives you access to so many different things. And for me, you know, I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, obviously, and I do watch a lot of stuff on Netflix. So, you know, I'm able to watch stuff that's on American Netflix. And I know it doesn't appeal to everybody, but it's cheap as chips as well. Really, really cheap. It's really, really cheap as well. But, you know, it is what it is. Dan Hetfield. Maybe have a crack at making the ads into a relevant sketch. Yeah, that's what I want to try and do. But I've got to do the ad read for Surfshark tomorrow because I had to contact them last week because the studio was meant to be up and running by the beginning of last week, but it just didn't happen. The plasterer finished his work. I thought it would take like 2 days to dry before I could start painting it, but it ended up taking nearly 5 days. And, you know, there were just so many unforeseen things that caused this to be delayed. There was nothing I could do about it. So I had to contact my ad rep, and luckily Surfshark have given me a week extension because I've got a deadline every month that I've got to get the ad out by. And I was afraid I was going to blow it. Coco, get over here. Come on. Tracy B says, I know the ads give you money, so why not give you that with all you give us for free? Love you, Creaky Blinder. Thank you, Tracy. That's very kind of you. But unfortunately, not everybody thinks that way. But imagine how boring it would be if everybody thought the same way. I always say that to people when they make a comment, say I've said something in a video that upsets them. Can you imagine how boring it would be if everybody just constantly agreed with everyone else? It would be garbage. Absolute garbage. And it would make life really boring. Denny says, what did he say? Do I what? Do I watch or tolerate ads? I always let the ads play on any video I watch on YouTube. Obviously, because I make videos myself, then I'd be a massive hypocrite if I didn't watch the ads, wouldn't I?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter Nancaro. £5. Who owns Surfshark? Where are they based? I.e. Russia, China? I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Really not. Why? Does that make a difference? Or is that going somewhere? Or Christian, I agree 100% with you, Creaky. About what? What was I saying? Launch my own VPN, Tidy Shark. I could do. That could be $1 million idea. Flat Earth gaming. We still pretending Wales is a real country. Well, yeah, obviously. Obviously. Hang on, I'm missing one now. No, Keela, see, that's the thing. So when you say Prime, you mean YouTube, the paid version of YouTube, Keela, yeah? Because if you look in your YouTube studio, a percentage of your monthly your monthly revenue is made up of YouTube Premium. Yeah, I thought you meant Premium. This Amazon Prime, YouTube Premium. Come on, Keela, sort that out, will you? Yeah, so a certain percentage of that goes to the creators anyway. Mr. Grave, what'd you say? We're a small country, we got to get what we can get. Yeah, you're right enough. And we may be a small country, but look how awesome Wales is. Look how many years we've been charging English people just to get in. Obviously, unless they knew about the M50 and they could sneak in, through the back door. But, most people come in over the Severn Bridge, which was paid. Do you have to pay to get into England? No, you don't. Is that Forks is asking, is that a big cat or a tiny dog in the background? It's a tiny dog. It's my Mexican hot dog. Where's she gone? Go, come and show yourself. Come here. It is not a cat. It is a dog. It's a Mexican hot dog. See, she's like a Chihuahua, but she's a bit too long. She's like a Chihuahua that got stretched because she's half Chihuahua, half Dachshund, or Dachshund, as the Americans call them. Maybe that's what they are called. Good evening, Gary IOW. How are you? And Harry7. Violet HD says, oh. Crafty Keeler says, is an ankle biter. She is an ankle biter. It is a dog, Danny. It's a real live dog. Really. I have to feed her and everything. Whatever she is, she's cute. Yeah, she's cool. She's my pal. Since we've had her, I don't think I've been for a pee by myself. I Am Raven says Dachshund is German. Oh. It's a carpet Porsche. It's not an anorexic hedgehog. How rude. Dan Palmer says the Welsh are cheapskates having to charge the English. No, we're not. It's a privilege to come into Wales. Why we scrap the fee is completely beyond me. I just do not get it. Gary Donnelly said he never loved chihuahuas until he rescued a blue one. Well, I've never loved chihuahuas. There's a name for that, which I won't mention. Danny, it is not a hedgehog. She's my little pal, my little chick. She's not a hedgehog. She's very annoying, but she's not a hedgehog. Anyway, Dachshund means badger dog in German. Oh, dear me. I don't know what's going on with her since we've moved. She hates everyone now. especially the guy that's been building this room for me. She proper hates him, and his brother's a plumber, and he came out to do some plumbing work for me. And she hates him as well. Must be something in that family.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Smarty Marty, lurking late. That was a bit of a mouthful. Good evening, sir, and I absolutely love your doodah, that thing, you know, that your icon. I can't think of the word then. Christopher Shapley, she can be adorable. I'll give you that. Whether she is all the time. What am I vaping? I am vaping the RPM 40 with Catapult because my Rock Payne is watching Creaky Blinder on TV and Creaky Blinder on his phone or her phone. I can't tell by the name, and World of Mr. Grey on the TV. I've watched quite a few of World of Mr. Grey's videos. Don't tell him though. I'll donate £60 if you say, oh look, Flat Earth Gaming. You are out of here. Unless of course you mean nipples. I'm happy to say that. Skadooshed. You've been skadooshed. What is wrong with people? You know, I don't get it. I just do not get it. Yeah, no, I do. I don't watch all your videos because I just don't. But I've watched plenty of your videos. I really, really have. I think a lot of people would be surprised by the sorts of things. Dan Palmer, the B class is a bit of a sore subject at the minute. So another thing I've been doing while I've been away, and I'm not going to go into any great detail, but my eldest has got some health issues. And I went to London. In the last 2 weeks, I've been to London 3 times with my son. I took him up for some appointments so that he could hopefully get a diagnosis and all that good stuff. Now, I'm very familiar with London because my youngest son has been a patient at Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital all his life. He was born with a very rare condition. So I said, yeah, we'll go up to London. It's only up the road. It's 200 miles each way. Not a problem. We'll go up. So we go up to London first time. Perfect. No problems at all. Go up the second time then. Again, get there. No problems at all. So I'm in Shepherd's Bush, which is a part of London that I do not know that well at all. Don't know it very well at all. So we were driving along, managing the London traffic, which is completely insane. And following the old Google Maps, following the old sat-nav. And I'm, shit, I'm in a bus lane. So I panicked, shot up the bus lane, panicked again, went through a red light, went to turn left, then noticed it was no entry, swerved back out to the right, and stopped on a yellow box. So I'm hoping, I've been reliably informed by my brother, who's a policeman, that if I haven't heard within a week, I'm not going to. But I potentially committed 4 driving offenses in about 8 seconds. So, not good. Not good. But I think I've got away with it. Good evening, Tracy Langley. Where have you been lurking while I've been away? World of Mr. Grey, they are a pain in London because they do not like you going in the bus lanes up there at all. Yeah, Audrey, I didn't know whether to laugh. Well, I did panic, which is why I went up a bus lane through a red light, almost went down a one-way street, a no entry street, and then stopped on a yellow box, which is completely forbidden. But I haven't heard anything else. I haven't heard anything yet, so fingers crossed I'm not going to get diddled by Greater London traffic and the congestion charge. Now, like I say, I've been going back and forth to London a few times a year for 17 years. And the congestion charge was always a pain, but it was a fiver. A fiver's a fiver, you know. So I go up this time with my eldest for the appointments. And we're on our way out to London. Like, oh, crap, we haven't paid the congestion charge by. So he goes on his phone to pay the congestion charge. £27.50 a day. Who the hell can afford to pay nearly 30 quid a day just for the privilege of going into London? It's a cool place and everything, but it's not 30 quid a day just to drive in. And you've got to pay parking. We parked for 4 hours. It was 16 quid. I nearly shat myself, literally, because I haven't got a toilet in my car. But £27.50 congestion charge, £16 to park. Oh, dear me. Yeah, congestion charge, Keela. I shit you not. I don't think, do you know, World of Mr. Grey, obviously, because we've been going back and forth this so long, I've spoken to loads of people that work in London, and it's not so much that people don't want to work in London, people don't want to have to drive into London to work. And the majority of them don't, which is why it's insanely busy wherever you go up there. What's Tracy B saying? They have to get used to the place slowly, room by room, otherwise they will act up, show her the place, and then put it back in the room. It takes about 2 weeks. Oh, you're talking about Coco, are you? Being a complete douchebag. Oops, I forgot to mute that. Anyway. My hospital charge is £11.70 for over 4 hours and I'm in Somerset. Yeah, that's the thing, see, in London, Purple Snowdrop, none of the hospitals have really got parking. It's just so expensive. But what can you do? What can you do?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Looks like Londoners need a GoFundMe page just to go for a drive. They do, honestly. They really, really do. Maybe the English want to get the money back from the Welsh. Do you know, you might be onto something there, Audrey. You may well be onto something. It could be exactly that. It could be exactly that. Right, I've lost my... No, gone. Completely lost the plot. But anyway, enough about my London trip. Good evening, the plot hole. How the devil are you, Johnny O? Mate, you know that thing you sent me earlier on? Do I need to print that and actually sign it and send it back to you? Or can I just reply to the email and say, tidy, go for it? Because I don't know if this is a mistake or not a mistake. So as part of having this room built, obviously I've had tons of electric sockets and I've had the internet hardwired in here. So my computer is plugged straight into an internet outlet in the wall, which is being fed from the house. But of course, I didn't think that I've got no Wi-Fi in here now because I'm too far from the house to have Wi-Fi. Obviously, I've got the internet, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. So things like my Google Assistant doesn't work and my printer, which is a Wi-Fi printer, doesn't work either. So do I need to print it, dude, or can I just reply and say yes? Let me know. Keela, no, not really. Not really. I've never really had a plot. Get a Wi-Fi extender. Are they free? Because honestly, am I what? Is that gone? Yeah, no, it's all wired in, but the printer's got nowhere to plug anything in. There's no Ethernet outlet on the printer. It is literally just for use over Wi-Fi. Right, okay, Johnny. Oh, I will do my very best to get it sorted. The best thing about having, I've always wanted a room I could work in that's away from the house, because I get up at stupid o'clock every day, usually between 5 and 5:30. And no, it's not because I've peed the bed or anything. I think it's old. I think I'm a funny age, old man stuff. I just wake up. So I could potentially start work really, really early in the morning. But at the old house, I couldn't, because it would have been selfish. I would have been waking everybody else up. But it's what time is it? I was 6:15 in the night. And I can scream and shout as loud as I want! Because I'm not in the house. And I don't think the neighbours could hear that either. Well, if we hear a knock, then, clearly I'm wrong and they can. But what's good if you have a large kitchen? Don't get the wife extended. Oh, dear me. Well, yeah, Bronze Eagle Productions, Screaming Creaky. I've just, was that loud then, Teresa Finley? Because if that was loud, then that means I need to reset the noise gate and everything on my Go XLR. I didn't think of that. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Do I have a what in you, Keela? Do I have a bed in you for when you do your all-night live streams? No, I will never do an all-night live stream, because I, old man styly, wake up at 5:30 every day. I also, old man styly, finish my live streams at about 9:30. 9. Don't get excited. 9, and usually go straight to bed. At a what? Timbalam. I see people say stuff to me, and because I'm so incredibly nosy, now I need to know. Add a switch and access point in the studio. I don't even know what that means, Timbalam. I really don't. But I like it. Are we talking about my printer? Are we? Rock Payne is watching World of Mr. Grey with subtitles on. Is that because he's Welsh and has a stupid accent? Not like me. I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't have an accent. Creaky Blinder, you have to do an all-night live stream when you hit 100k. When you hit 100k subs, it's tradition. Well, now then, when I hit 100k subs, I'll do a live stream naked, doing a handstand. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I will just do an all-night live stream. But Timbalam, can you email me and explain what you mean and send me any useful linky doodles? Send it to creaky@creakyblinder.com. Everyone's telling me stuff now, and I'm losing it. 40 to 50 buckaroonies. You can get an AP for the Wi-Fi connecting to the Ethernet. I don't know what an AP is. Awesome penis. I don't need to buy one of those. When are the gaming streams coming back? I'll be honest with you, Dan Palmer. You were one of the few people that watched me attempting to be, the next PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye. It didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. And I just found it really boring. And if I was finding it boring, then... Yeah, but now you're all saying access point. I don't know what that means either. Does that mean I'll be able to use my printer in this room? That's all I need to know. Is it like a box that I plug into the wall or something? Just speak English. Yeah, I'm lost. Well, we'll see, Dan Palmer. We'll see. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, I suppose. But obviously, I'm back to working now because I have to be. But I've got to continue to enjoy what I'm doing, haven't I? Otherwise, if you don't enjoy it, then you're not going to continue to do it. And I'm able to continue to do what I do because I love what I do. There we are. Thank you, Harry7. access point equals turn Ethernet cable into Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go on Amazon. You know, if you lot are making me spend more money on Amazon again. No. Just no. Stop it. Access point. Access point. Ethernet. So it's just like a Wi-Fi router. That's all that is. See, I know about them. Why didn't you just tell me? You're not... Wavelink AC 1200 dual band wireless router. TP link. TP. Toilet paper link. Why is there such a massive price difference? You got one which is £16, and then the next one's 116, then 36, then 26, then 100 squid. Somebody send me a link to what I need. I'm losing the William to live. Losing the William to live. But thank you, Harry7. That made it far more. Because some are crap and others are good. That's usually a good explanation. You could probably use an old router if you have one spare. But funny enough, I've got the old router from my other house. No, see, now that's the thing, Audrey Rabideau. I am very easily influenced, unfortunately. So I'll have to look into it. A simple booster is not a router, Creaky Blinder. Okay, thank you, Mr. Andra. But if anybody does wanna send me an email, creaky@creakyblinder.com. If that's going to be the fix, then that's going to be the fix. But yeah. Come on in, peeps. Ask me some questions. I'm running out of things to say. I'm well aware that I'm talking complete rubbish. If you have a BT router, you have to turn off the BT hotspot. No, I'm not with BT. I'm with Sky. Sky. Oh, Gary IOW. Thank you, mate. Oh, $11.99. What a bargain. So I plug that into the wall, and then that means I got Wi-Fi in here. Is that right, Gary IOW? Mark Smedley, who does my hair? Me, obviously. Every night when I shower or bath. Both are available. Take care, World of Mr. Grey. Catch you in a bit, pal. Dan Palmer says, have I watched Wales at the Euros? Daniel. Young Danny boy. It's like you don't know me at all. I'm not sure if that's rugby or football, but in either case, I wouldn't have watched it if they played it in my back garden. Because I hate sport. Sparky's opinion asks, are USA Karens worse than UK Karens? I don't think they're worse. I just think there's more of them. Again, like there's more of everything in America. Mainly because America is such a massive country when you compare it to somewhere like the UK. So I wouldn't say they're worse. I would just say there's a lot more of them. So Gary IOW, message me on Discord, pal. Is that literally what I've got to buy? Because if it'll come on Tuesday. That'll be fine. How much square foot did I add to my cheeky get? Uh-oh. What have I clicked now? Oh. My old studio was 2.1 meters by 2.8 meters. And this is 3.5 meters one way, 3.2 meters the other way. So it's considerably larger. And we all would like it considerably larger, wouldn't we?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Second best Bob can't tech either. I can tech with some stuff, but not all stuff.
Oh, super sticker. Tidy.
Sheepdog raising an arm to greet somebody, asking how it's going. It loses the effect when I show it on screen. Damn. Yeah, so it's not that I can't tech. No, it's not a bigger closet, is it? Cheeky monkey. Well, not quite double the size, but it's substantially bigger. And, you know, like I say, I just wish I could pick the camera up and show you. But, you know, if you follow me on any of my socials, you will have seen, you know, you will have seen the photos. No, there's no hats on the walls. And I don't think there's going to be. Obviously, I wear my hats a lot. I know I don't wear them in videos anymore. But I don't want to keep them in here. So this wall here, this grey, this is going to be the backdrop of the videos. So I'm still kind of planning what I want to do with that wall. This wall over my shoulder with a funny pattern on it. I thought it would be funny to put triangles on it. Going to be the backdrop of the live streams. It's going to be this angle is just for tonight. I haven't actually decided exactly where I'm placing the cameras yet. But the wall behind me there with a pattern on it is going to be the live stream backdrop, and this grey wall with whatever ends up being on it. So my eldest had an idea that, you know, I've been sent stuff by a lot of people, and you know, my son thinks, and I agree with him, to be honest, that it would be quite cool to, you know, if somebody wanted to send me something, like somebody sent me a clock they'd made, which was like a flat Earth clock, and I had that on the wall behind me. Somebody made me a little brass YouTube play button, and you know, I had that on the shelves behind me. So he thinks it would be a cool idea, you know, if people wanted to send things in, and, you know, those things would be placed on this wall behind me, whether it's, you know, stuck to the wall or on shelves or anything like that. You know, so that something you sent me can be in a video.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
I don't know what you think of that idea. Carl Deerstein misses the hats. Smarty Marty, green screen walls. Now, I've got a green screen. I don't like green screen. I've never seen any, and I don't just mean on YouTube. I just think you can always tell that it's green screen, and I just don't think it looks brilliant. And I know some people have got no choice, you know. I realize how lucky I am to be, you know, to be able to have had a studio built. So, and, you know, that some, you know, you just have to work with what you've got. So some people, you know, have got no option other than having a green screen background. But I just don't like how it looks. I really, really don't. Sut Kettle, I'm on it. Love to send you some crap. Yeah, no, Sut Kettle, this is the interesting thing, see? And Audrey agrees as well, a fan wall would be pretty cool. That's what I was thinking. But I still can't use the word fan. I really, really can't. I just think it's condescending, and if I started referring to people as fans, it would make me come across as a massive dick, which I know I am anyway, but I don't want to be that guy. So listen to this. Now, this has just come back to me now, and I don't know if this person is watching or not now, right? So I'm in Tesco's with Mrs. Blinder a couple of days ago. Other supermarkets are available, obviously. And we were pushing our trolley around, you know. We were there to buy food, strangely enough, in a supermarket that sells food. And I could see somebody looking at me. And I thought, well, I haven't upset anyone recently. I haven't been on YouTube for weeks. And I could just see him looking, and it's like, uh-oh, he's coming this way. What have I done? What have I done? But anyway, so he came up to me and he said, and it was cool. It was really awesome. He said, I just wanted to come and say hello. And he said, I've started watching your videos the last couple of months, and I absolutely love the content. And I had a mask on, obviously, because I'm not a complete knobhead who refuses to wear one. But I could feel myself going red underneath my mask. And it was just, I just found it all really embarrassing. But at the same time, it was cool, don't get me wrong. But yeah. So a viewer came up to me in Tesco's and said he loved my videos, which was cool. But yeah, I can't call people fans. The one and only Roel, second time it's happened. I don't know. I just found it uncomfortable. But I suppose if you're not used to it, then that. Yeah, I got recognized. Imagine that. What do you think? Give it away. I've been trying to figure out what may have given it away. Boggy Gregory, I'm what? Mr. Andrat says, get used to it. Yeah, I know. Well, you can't say viewer properly. I just said it. Viewer. Viewer, 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 viewer. What are you on about? I can even sing it. Get a grip, Lou. What? The turtle moves, not fan, simpering supporter. Simpering supporter. Somebody's new. Accent? What the hell are you talking about? I have no idea. You are quite recognizable. Yeah, but why? I feel like I just blend in rather nicely. I'm very inconspicuous. I'm not very big. I'm only 5'9". Tag the wall, blinder gang. Oh, I don't mind. Do you know somebody left a comment? I can't remember. Good evening, Mr. Merlin. Yes. I did. Right, Mr. Merlin. I'm glad you asked me that. I did get it. I did. Well, no, I didn't get. I received it, but I just said, do you know what I'm going to do one day? I'm going to get you on and you can read the poem. Let me, so yeah, I did see it. You'd mistake me for Harry Hill. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. So yeah, Mr. Merlin, I did get the poem. Kayu Tomoyaki? Is that right? Maybe? Stars on my face. Yeah, but I had a mask on. Which cover? Yeah, maybe. Maybe they were peeping out over the top. No, I didn't delete it, Philip. I did not delete it. How rude. Was I wearing my own merch? I don't walk around in public wearing my own merch. What do you think I am? This isn't in public. I might have had one of it. Yeah, I did actually. I had my Go Nuts on my Nuts t-shirt on. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. Beer bottle glasses? No. Was it the Karen radar you had? What Karen radar? Do you know everybody confuses me? Everybody confuses me. Right, where's that gone? Crony, I am doing extremely well. Glad to be back at it. I just thought I would warm up tonight with a bit of a chat with you lot, you lovely people. my YouTube supporters slash friends. Just to, I wouldn't say I was nervous about going live tonight, but usually when I go live on a Sunday, you know, I generally will be talking about, you know, the videos I've released the previous week or anything that's been going on, but I've been completely out of it. Oh, hang on, I almost got your name right. You almost got my name right. It's pronounced like Kutomoyake. Kutomoyake. See, now I read that as, so the first four letters are your Christian name. So your Christian name is Q. Yeah? No, I can already see you laughing in the side chat, so I'm probably making it worse. And your surname is Tomoyake. So Q Tomoyake. I am so multilingual. Oh, class. Oh, dear me. At least you didn't say it was the official Creaky Blinders only fans club. That would have been even more worrying. Tiny Captain says, like the movie Cuffs, where the killer has his face hidden but wears his t-shirt with a picture of himself on it. That's a very interesting question, Audrey. Very, very interesting question indeed. Nothing at all. I will be frantically going through my list of possible video topics tomorrow, unless obviously anybody has a really blinding idea in mind that they want to send me, you know, then yeah, well, yeah, you know. But anyway, come on, computer. It's 8:38 or 20 to 9 if you're not posh. Swiss lurk register time. Who do we have? Ariane Hod. Strange. A channel member lurking. Blaming science. I think I saw you say something earlier, but for the purposes of this, you're lurking. Bruce Allison lurking. Gary N lurking. Danny Spring lurking. George Haynes is lurking. Inciter is lurking. Joel Algia is lurking. Kutomoyaki. I just wanted to say your name again. I know you're not lurking. I just wanted to say your name, and thanks for making me feel stupid by telling me your real name's Andrew. Robert Madwell is lurking. Rocky Payne is lurking. And that's it. You have got to be kidding me. So how is it that there's 259 people watching, I think? Is it? Yeah, and only about 20 people. Oh, D Brown is lurking. Fred and Six Fly is lurking. Highways and Byways is lurking. Northern Irishman is lurking. Oh, they're all coming out of the woodwork now. Zale is lurking. Spelled with an X. You know, such a cool guy. Bill's Mafia Hitman. Very cool name. But you're lurking. Surely everybody who's lurking must have something to say. That's enough of that. That was a disappointment. The lurk register is shrinking. Yeah, so I haven't really got anything. I've got a good list of possible video topics already, so I'll be referring back to that. Debunk who? Wait, don't leave. No, I wrote something. Debunk Pierre Marie Robert. You don't believe in gravity. How can anybody not believe in gravity? I had this thought the other day. Oh, David N says Crafty Keeler is way cool. Crafty Keeler no longer exists. She is now the artist formerly known as Crafty Keeler. She is now known as the official Creaky Blinder fan club, just to try and embarrass me. Mr. Merlin, no, you're not in the kitchen. You mean, are you serious? You mean she has undone the cuffs and released you from the sink for one night only? What a lovely lady. I just knew she was. Letterpick says, is it lurking if I only just got you? No. But if you stay here and don't say anything, then it's lurking. Sort it out, will it? You to you as well. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Yes, I did. That's the video I was talking about earlier on that I could not remember. Yes, I did watch it. That's where I got all my information from. So it was on YouTube, so it was obviously very accurate. He had words and everything on the screen. He was reading. Right, so where's my new mate gone? Q Tomoyaki. I'll admit, I usually lurk when you're streaming, cause I'm usually gaming, playing Borderlands 3 right now. I'm loving your engagement with the chat. This is what my live streams are for. Because the one thing I notice in all the live streams that I participate in, and I don't mean from within our community does seem a little bit different. But most content creators, when they're live streaming, they don't, they'll say, hi, D Brown, hi, Andy Beans, and that's where it ends. But I enjoy the conversation. Can we call it a conversation? I enjoy the interaction with the audience. If there was no interaction with the audience, I wouldn't have a live stream on a Sunday night, because that is specifically what I do these live streams for. But I don't know if you remember, prior to me disappearing for nearly 4 weeks to move house and do all this. When I say do all this, pay a builder to do all this. I'm gonna be doing a second live show every week, and it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be called The Breakdown. And basically what the breakdown will be, for example, let me turn that logo off. For example, it will be, I will invite people to call in via Discord and discuss what we've looked at that week. So, for example, I release a video on a Tuesday. I'm thinking maybe the breakdown will air on Wednesday or Thursday. I've not really decided yet. And I'll be inviting you to call in and imagine it like the comment section on steroids. So, you get the phone in and call me a knob if you want. I really don't mind. But I just thought it would be a cool idea. I saw somebody doing something similar, and I just like the idea of having a live call-in show and involving the audience. Involving the audience even more. Northern Irishman is looking to discuss something. What are you looking to discuss, Northern Irishman? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What is it you're looking to discuss? I'm going to run out and trademark the Creaky Blinders Lurker Club. Be back. Damn it, Sunday first thing in the morning. What are you looking to discuss, Northern Irishman? Yeah, Mr. Andrat, live comment calling. That kind of idea. I just think it would be cool. I've got a button I can press. If anybody comes on and they want to be a knobhead, I'll just cut them off, won't I? It's bound to happen. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. If people want to be that stupid and childish, then, that's their prerogative. Good evening, Sully Scale Models. How the hell are you? I thought you came to my work today was well gutted, some rip-off version of you. Oh, where do you live though? Are you a local? Ah, Crafty Keeler's back. Yay! Lurking t-shirt. Yeah, there's an idea now, Audrey. Why haven't I thought of that before? That's a very good idea. A Northern Irishman just wants to discuss a discussion. Well, you know, anybody that knows me and Mrs. Blinder will back me up on this. Oh, I love a chat. I love a chat. Trouble is, I don't know when to shut up. Once I get into the swing of it, woo, snowball. Creaky Blinder, any thoughts on Get to Know Your Patreons calling show, you interview them, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, that's another good shout. Another good shout. Be unique and do dead call-ins. What is a dead call-in? I've either just missed a joke, or dead call-ins are an actual thing. What's a dead call-in? I don't speak to dead people. I see dead people. I speak to dead people. I'm a leg end. It's a bit mean, isn't it? I love the Irish. And you're calling me legend. Hang on a second. Haven't you got to be dead to be considered a legend? That's a bit mean. If you don't mind me saying so. Creaky, somebody should take apart your YouTube channel. Maverick Star Reloaded, all bad science and fear mongering, like flat earth are only worse if you think you're the man. Hang on. Somebody you should take apart YouTube channel, Maverick Star Reloaded. Oh, I can copy and paste off the screen. Me as balls. I'll put that in my doohickey. Maverick Star Reloaded. Oh, 31,000 subscribers. Thanks to you, you've changed the world. Pursue a novel. Oh. Alert, we have 20 months left. Heads. Oh, God, I'm not an end of the world guy. Breaking latest magnetic pole position. Oh, now then. Let's click on that one. Save. Possible video topics. Consider him added to my hit list. Or my shit list. Call it whatever you will.
Welcome to the Blinder Gang, Mosh.
Dramarcus has become a Blinder Gang member. Why, thank you very much indeed. Ali Wright says Creaky is semi-mythical legend. I'm going to be semi-mythical. You either are or you aren't. All right, Brian Pop Robson, no need to show off. Hope it goes well. Yeah, no. Northern Irishman would like to see more collaboration with Team Septic. Skeptic, not Septic. Why do I always call him Team Septic? No wonder he never speaks to me anymore. Yeah, I love doing collaboration videos. But, you know, obviously I've got a real life as well, so it's got to fit into my schedule. How do British people say that? Is it schedule? No, that's how Americans say it. I'm getting very confused. British people say schedule, don't they? Crafty Keeler has got to run to the shop before it closes. Well, he should have gone first. Come on, unless, of course, you just remembered you needed something. Couldn't do me a favour while you're there. Could you and pick me up some semi-skimmed milk? And obviously, being in Southern Ireland, I could do with a bag of potatoes. Because that's not offensive at all, in any way, shape, or form. Any way. London says schedule. Time difference might be an issue. What? Ah, well, if you're going for milk anyway, perhaps they do buy one, have one free. Tomato, potato, Gary N, that's all I can say. What would Flat Earther say? Space elevator. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anywho. I think There may well be more collaboration videos with Lord Callum in the future. Who knows? What he doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to end up being the Creaky Blinder's son. He's already my son, and he wants to earn an audience for himself. He doesn't want people subscribing to him just because I've asked them to, or, because if he doesn't make the same sort of content as me, he's young, so he can get away with making, good evening, Russell Cafal. Greetings from northern Wisconsin. Greetings from Swansea in Wales, which is officially an actual country, despite what some people seem to think. He doesn't want to, because he gets comments now, when are you going to make a flat earth video? When are you going to, he doesn't want that. He wants to earn it himself, if that makes sense. And he's just been monetized, so he's heading in the right direction. So yeah, but it's fun doing collaboration videos. Jez of the Mass Reviewer. Sorry, I meant the time difference between Team Skeptic and yourself might make collab. Yeah, it does. And Team Skeptic's a proper night owl. I've got up some mornings at like 5-6 o'clock, and Team's been on doing a live stream, which is incredibly late for him. So this is the thing. See, it's managing my time. Ooh, blurry situation. Oh, hi, I'm back.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Smarty Marty is a huge supporter of Lord Callum. Thank you, pal. And I'm sure he is extremely grateful. Danny Spring. I only subbed to him because you asked us to a while ago, and that was a brilliant recommendation because his content is fantastic. Yeah, he's got a wicked sense of humor. Can't imagine where he gets that from. But yeah, he has got a very, very, very good sense of humor. That Zeus 13 guy's worth a look, and his name is longer than that, but it should be easy to find. He is one of the talks backwards and such.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Tell us about your monitor setup. Okay, if you want me to. I'm gonna, I know I've said this before, and I know I say, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I never do it because I'm very unreliable. But once everything is right in here, I am gonna do, a setup video to show you what I've got. But I basically have got two 27-inch monitors. None of them are mounted to the desks. They're all mounted to the desks. Let me start that again. They're mounted to they're not on the desk. They're on gas arms, so they can up and down. That was the sound of gas arms going up and down, in case you missed it. And then I've got a cheap, shitty monitor above one of my other monitors, which is where you keep seeing me looking off to, because that's what I am. And got to check myself out, haven't I? But this is the predicament I was in. I really, really, really wanted a 49-inch curved monitor for editing, because on a 49-inch curved monitor, it's basically like having two 27s side by side in one monitor without the bezel in the center. So, but I've blown that now because I just paid £1,000 for a new camera. Don't snitch on me to Mrs. Blinder. She will kick my hairy little ass. But it's essential. Because it took me 10 minutes to move my camera off that tripod to that tripod, and it bugged me. So, Joel Algea, really what? Gary Ennis saying what? Everybody's saying what? What?
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Northern Irishman. £2 from Northern Irishman. Oh yeah, you're on pounds in I've never been to Northern Ireland. I got family in Southern Ireland. I've been to Southern Ireland loads and loads of times, and it's an absolutely beautiful part of the world. I've never been to Southern Ireland. Uh-oh. Is Mrs. Blind here? Hello. Love you. She's not, is she? You're winding me up now. Yeah. Teasing me. Why is everybody saying what? Oh, right. I confused you with the on the desk, not on the desk thing. Yeah, so I've got these gas arms, hydraulic arms, and all my monitors are mounted to them. So there's nothing actually physically on my desk except like my keyboard and mouse. Everybody's just saying what? I'm sure you lot do this to me deliberately just because you're more than aware of how easily confused I am. Standard nerd, I can see what you're trying to do. A blinder says what? What? Audrey knows her stuff. Pneumatic arms. Thank you, Audrey Rebadou. This is why I rely on you to remember stuff on my behalf, because you know full well I can't. Oh, don't. Anyway, I think I've talked crap for long enough. And seeing as everybody in the side chat has now just decided to start typing what, why, blinder says what, pneumatic, not hydraulic. Thank you, Audrey, I know. And Mr. Andrat has said squirrel for some very, very strange reason.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Smarty Marty. Enjoy your Chinese takeaway. We had the whole family over today because it was Fargeoise Day, and it was a cracking day, as Nessa would say. And if you don't get that reference, you're just not Welsh enough. Jezza, the Master Reviewer, don't do it. Do not do it. Please. Snorkel. Enjoy your Chinese, Smarty Marty. And I am slowly talking while I pull up my video. That means I'm going. Thank you very much for joining me in my first live stream. Love you. Bye.
Thank you all for watching Creaky Live. Don't forget to follow me on all of your social media platforms. Have a good day and have a creaky week.
I'm gonna wait until the end of time.